Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to the channel of chilled, relaxed plant content where we talk about our plants and we just try our best. So, if that sounds like something you can relate to or you're interested in, hit the subscribe button. Let's be plant friends. So, I have 5 plants, 5.5 plants that are being upgraded from nursery pots to their forever pots. And yeah, we're gonna do this together. So grab a drink, grab a snack, grab some plants, and get ready to do some plant chores with me. Alright. Okay, so the first plant we're gonna be potting up is gonna go into this cute little flower pot acquired from Home Depot or Lowe's. And we're gonna be putting an Enjoy and or Pearls and Jade Pothos in there. I have a 6-inch pot of almost every other variety of pothos that I have, like the regular Epipremnum aureums that I have almost, but I don't have one of this one, so we're gonna start that guy off. We do have a couple of yellowing leaves. We just throw those onto the floor to be swept up another day. It's been like really stormy out, and yeah, it's just dark and dreary. So we're doing some plant chores. Alright. So the roots look pretty good. Ooh, making a big mess. But we got roots. Alright, so quick and easy. We got that guy in here. Looks really good, and soon she will start to trail and be a full luscious plant. The next plant we're going to be potting up into this little guy. We painted it. It's not a great looking paint job, but it was just a boring white color, and we're going to be putting this Philodendron mammii in it. I think that's alright. I think this guy's a crawler, and I also have this little guy. Can you even see him? That I got from the plant dealer. It's still alive. It doesn't have like an extensive root system, but it's pushing out new growth. So I don't know. I might leave him in here until it roots itself and then like leave space in here to put it in there. But that's the plan. What the roots look like. Okay, so that came out real easy. I hope you could see the roots. They look pretty good. It still feels kind of wet, and it looks I don't know, the soil mix looks very dense, but we're just gonna pot it in and, you know, leave it. I'm not gonna mess with it. It'll figure itself out, I think. I think I'm going to put it to the side. This way, if it does trail, it can grow this way. And it leaves space for the little mammii if and when this guy ever gets his life together. I don't know. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm moving this little guy into this side, and we're just going to pin him down because he's just pinned down on this. Like, what's the difference? And then I have a little pot that I can use for something else. So, yeah, there's like no real roots. The end right here, he's pushing out some roots, but it's nothing. It's really not a lot. So we're going to just pin him down over here and see what happens. Hopefully it does something, and hopefully this guy just takes off. So Philodendron mammii. Alright, the next plant I think I'm going to pot up is my Begoniabrevimosa. And I have this little, ooh, it's got water in it. That was, that would have been bad. Alright, so we'll just dump this water in here. So I have this water, so I have this 2-inch planter cash pill made by Nikki Gunning. Go over to nikkigunning.com if you are interested in this type of stuff. Handmade pottery. It's really good quality. None of mine have ever broken. My cats have knocked them down. And I just highly recommend supporting a local artist if you can. And yeah. So we have a sad leaf. But we grew all of this from those 2 little pieces back a couple months ago. So that is so exciting. Let's see. And there's a good amount of roots. It's holding all of the soil. They're very fine. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. But this is exciting, guys. I love it when I can rehab plants. Just a little bit of soil at the bottom. We'll put this guy in there. Plop them in, and then we're going to take off this bottom leaf. It was starting to go anyway. And then we'll just put a little bit of new soil on top. Alrighty, guys. My Begoniabrevimosa. Look at that! I got it. The plant is alive so far. I am a little nervous to move it away from where it was. So I'll probably put it back where it was for a little bit, let it acclimate to being in this pot, and then move it over with the rest of my begonias. So, yeah, it's exciting. The garbage truck is coming by. Can you hear it? Maybe. Alright, the next plant we're going to be repotting is this guy. I don't know the name of him. He's putting out new growth though, if you can tell or see. And we're going to be putting him into this little monster pot that my nephew really liked at the store and had me buy for him. He's 2, so like, did I have to buy it? No, but he really liked it. And I like plants, and you know, it's a way to kind of get him into plants. So there is no drainage hole, so I think it'll be okay because the plants that don't have drainage holes, I have a couple. They're mostly succulents, and I can tell when they don't have a drainage hole because they don't have a drainage tray under it, so I know not to really water those plants too much. So hopefully this isn't a bad idea. But let's see what the roots look like on this guy. Pretty extensive. Can you see that? They look good. And it's like the perfect fit too, so let's see. I'll put a little bit of soil at the bottom. Like the tiniest bit. Just so there's some nutrients in there. Push him down a little bit. Hope you can see actually. Push the older soil down to the sides. And then I'll top it off with newer soil. That's kind of what I do with plants that just fit the new pot that they're going into. And succulents grow so slow that I don't think I'm going to have to repot this plant anytime soon. So I'm not too worried about it. Every time I up a pot of succulent, like drastically, more than like half an inch, there's a period of time where like that plant is not happy. So hopefully only going up by a little itty bitty bit will be good for this plant. And again, we'll just top it off with some fresh soil. Just a little bit. Tried not to touch too much of the leaves on this guy because it has the is it called patina? I think. Alright. This is what he looks like. Isn't that cute? It's like a little face with some crazy hair. Perfect for this little planter. Alright, the next plant we're going to be potting up is going to go into this little red pot that I painted. And it's going to be my Hoya Bella outer variegated. So I got this guy from Plant Haven, Toronto. It's doing really well. The sigillatus I got from them is hanging on by a thread. I think I'm down to like 2 leaves. I have it in water to try to help the roots, because the roots did rot. I guess they just got cold damage, I'm not sure. But it came with me with a couple of yellowing leaves, so it is what it is. We're moving on. So I'm just going to be taking off this moss, trying not to mess up the roots, although the roots on these guys are very fine. And I'm not going to pull every single piece off. I'm just going to leave whatever wants to stay on there. But like this is a little too much because this will rot it. Alright, so I got them free. And these are what the roots are looking like. I don't know if you can see them. Maybe it's better like this. They do have some roots. It's not extensive, but I think they will do okay in this little pot, I hope. We'll see. They like a little bit more water because they're thinner leafed Hoyas. So they should do okay. My inner variegated, this is a little off topic, has very thick leaves. Is that normal? Is like the outer variegated leaf supposed to be really thin? And then I think my regular leaf too is right here. That also has very thin leaves. But the inner variegated one is like a thick chunky one. So I don't know. Alrighty. So this is what she looks like right now. She has some new leaves already growing up here, which is very exciting. Alright guys, so these are the plants we potted up today. Which one is your favorite? I am partial to the Begoniabrevimosa just because I saved it. I don't want to jinx it and say I saved it, but we revived it. Look at her. She looks so good. She's so good looking. Oh my god. If I had to give any tips and tricks on this, if you're going to buy one, take a cutting or two and just start watering it, because I think the acclimation of these plants is rough. So once you start a propagation and water, let that guy root, and if your base plant lives, great, pot it all together, wonderful. But if it doesn't, you have a plant that has grown and will live acclimated to your environment. So that's just my little tip for you if you are trying to get this guy to grow and look good. Alrighty guys, so this is it. This is the mess I made today, and until next time, relax, plants. Peace out.